When Congress voted to avert a government shutdown, the stopgap spending plan that President Trump ultimately signed into law cut off federal dollars from flowing to projects here in Austin. The city shared this week that millions earmarked for at least 10 different projects are now canceled. We're going to look more into what's impacted by this. So joining us here this afternoon is Chris Baker. He is the founder and executive director of the Other Ones Foundation. Chris, welcome and thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So for anybody who may not know, your foundation runs the Esperanza community. That's this growing tiny home development in East Austin for people who experienced homelessness previously. Right. Your organization and that project were set to get about $1 million or so from this community project funding through Congress. How did you learn that that has now been canceled?
So I guess we found out that we were selected for it last year, and we found out that that was not going to ultimately materialize last week. We got an email from Greg Kassar's staff. They were very regretful, but they shared that news with us last week.
And again, these are projects that are identified by different members of Congress that direct money back to their districts to fund projects like this. What was the intent to use that money and help out the Esperanza community?
Yeah, well, we're building, we're growing, we're building. So our community right now consists of 100 individual cabins for folks to live in. We are currently building another 100 cabins, and with those cabins also comes hygiene facilities and a variety of other, all the infrastructure. And so that money was going to go to that. Now the unfortunate reality that we're in now is that the contractors are already working. We got to finish the project, and so it's leaving us to figure it out.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is the solution? What are you all trying to do to be able to fill that gap?
The only thing we can do at this point is dig into some operating funds that we had earmarked for next year. Unfortunately, it's the funding across both municipalities, the county and the city is going to be tight next year. Yeah. And so what money we did have ready to go for operating next year, we'll have to divert to the construction, and then we'll be kind of back in the same place again next year at the beginning of the year, needing to raise money to operate. So.
What would be your message? Because I know you all just want to keep building and being able to place people into those homes. So what's your message for lawmakers and other decision makers out there?
I think it's important that we continue to prioritize projects that help get people off of the streets and help get them towards self-sufficiency. In addition to the tiny homes at the Esperanza community, we also have a vocational training center. And it's a resource that our community needs. And we think that it really needs to be prioritized in the whole grand picture of homeless response.
All right. Well, Chris Baker, we so appreciate you joining us, and I'm sure we're going to be checking back in with you to see how things progress from here.
I'll look forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much again for being with us.
You're very welcome.